Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Celi's Kitchen Live this morning. Ah, I don't know how to start the morning, but it's been a busy week for me this week, and last weekend. As you guys have seen, that I posted on Facebook last week that due to work constraints, I will be unable to come on live. So, last week I had a catering in for Lauderdale. It was my high school friend's husband's birthday. So I had to cater for that event, and it was a very big event. And it was very big for me because I was in another state. It was my first traveling gig. Yes, it was my first traveling gig, and it was indeed fun. I met a lot of great people. I met people who wanted me for their event. There's one young lady who approached me. She has an event coming up in Kissimmee. Um, then when I was coming through the airport this week, um, while I was checking in all my luggages, because I had to walk with all my bag and pad from New York. Yes, all my equipment, all those things you saw me set up on the video. I had to travel with those. So we traveled with like between Bria and I and the baby when we were going down. We traveled, with like four suitcases. It was a lot. It was a lot, but it was worth it. So this morning you might be wondering, let me get some butter. Which one should I use? Let me get the garlic butter. At least it has some flavor. Alrighty. So guys, this morning you might be wondering what I'm cooking. Honestly, I did not know what to make this morning. Did not know what to make. So I drove over to ShopRite, and of course, I saw some meatless thingies, and I decided that I'm gonna be trying some interesting stuff this morning. So I came across some meatless ground. It says it's smart ground plant-based crumbles. Um, it has 10 grams of protein, zero cholesterol. That's what got me. I guess that's what got me into buying it. So I didn't pull it out of the pack yet. And of course, I picked up some Light Life Smart Dogs. Yeah, some hot dogs. But they call them Smart Dogs. So let's see how smart they are, because I'll be whipping up a very interesting meal this morning. What I had planned to do. Good morning, Miss Joycey. Good morning. She said, I missed you. Are you okay? Yes, Miss Joycey, I'm okay. I was away for 2 weeks. The first week when I was missing, I was on a cruise. The second week, which was last weekend, I had a gig in Florida. I had a catering event. So that's one of the reasons why you didn't see me on live. But I did post that I will not be coming on live. So I did notify you guys. For those of you who didn't see it, well, I'm sorry. Alrighty, guys. So let me get the ball rolling. So this morning, guys, I plan to cook up all that I just showed you and stuff it in a potato. But the potato, good morning, Corrine. So the potato decided that it don't want me to be, it don't want to get stuffed this morning. So I cut it in half. It's a Korean sweet potato, which they call batata too. But batata for me, which is our kind of Jamaican sweet potato, is the rough type, but this is more refined. So I decided to cut it in half, boil it in the skin. So when it's boiled, I could scoop it out, cook up that, pack it in it. But the potato decided that, look, I don't like the skin I'm in. So it decided to boil itself out of the skin. So I have to recreate my recipe. So I'm not throwing away the skin. So I'm going to be mashing it. And because it's still hot, so I cut it up in pieces. I scooped it out, cut it up in pieces. So I'm going to mash it up. Good morning, Elwood. So I'm going to mash it up with some butter. Let it sit there, cook up my thing, and recreate the recipe that I had planned, because it decided that it doesn't want to stay in the skin it was made in. So, hey, I can't fight the potato this morning. I just have to work with it the best way I can. So before I do that though, because the potato is still hot, I'm gonna have to crush it. So let me get a crushing fork. I'll get one of my big forks. So everything today, you know, will be plant-based. I'll be cooking this up. This is some like ground meat, but it's not meat, it's meatless. And it's very healthy for us. And for those of you who might be wondering what happened to my hand, for those of you who saw me New Year's Eve at church and saw my hand all bandaged while I was singing, this is what happened. When Yana came for Christmas, I was making her French fries. So I had the frying pan with the oil. I finished making the French fries. I had the frying pan right here with the oil. I opened this cupboard. Something fell out, hit the handle. The frying pan went like this. The oil splashed and covered my hand. So I got third-degree burns. But it's getting better. It's all dried up. My skin color is coming back. So, hey. You know we keep it real up in here. Alright guys, so I scoop out some butter to crush this sweet potato that didn't want to stay in the skin. It boiled itself out of the skin and spoiled my whole recipe. So I have to recreate another recipe because it boiled itself out the skin. When I look in the pot, I saw the skin one side and the two pieces of potato swimming in the water. I'm like, oh no. So as chefs, sometimes when blunders happen in the kitchen, you just have to recreate your recipe and make it into something else, which I'll be doing this morning. So I guess I wasn't supposed to be making that. So I'll recreate it and make something else. So I'm still going to be using the skin. So I'm going to be displaying the whole thing on the skin. And you know what came to me? While I, saw it boiling outside of the skin. You know, some of us as humans, we don't love the skin we are in. Yes. Some of us go get BBL, facelift, this, that, blah, 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 because we want to recreate what God has created. So I wanted to recreate something from the boiled potato, say boil itself out of the skin. I said, look man, you're not going to do what you're supposed to do this morning. So, hey, I'm just going to work with it and do my best. All right, so I'm mashing up the sweet potato with some garlic butter. My pot is getting hot. I'll just add a little light adobo. That's all I'm adding because the garlic butter has a lot of herbs in it already. So I don't want to add too much seasoning because remember I'll be adding the ground meatless ground to this whole thing. All right. So as you can see, my pot is smoking and I'm just going to grab some vegetable oil. Just opening this one. All right, so I'm just adding some vegetable oil in this frying pan right here. Don't want to add a lot. And where is my scissors? All right, I'll just grab a knife. All right, so I'm cutting my meatless ground open. It's meatless. It's like what we call ground meat or mince. Jamaican call it mince. So it will be coming out in that form. So I've opened the packet. So now I'm going to be adding my seasoning before oh wow. I have some whole cloves of garlic here, guys. Before I start cooking up, I'm just going to mash it in this mortar right here. You know, know, your good old granny in the country used to have the big ones, and that's what they used to use as their portable blender. Yeah, this is my little portable blender, the old school way in my kitchen. Because, you know, garlic tastes good on everything. All right, guys, so it's all smashed. All right, so let me cook this up real quick. Ooh, I'm looking for my green. All right, I use this one. All right, so right here on this chopping board, I have some onions, some scallions, some green peppers, some organic baby carrots, and some baby bell peppers. And of course, you know I'm gonna be frying this up just now. Turn my fire up. Let me grab this handle. So I'm just gonna saute this for a few minutes. And of course, I have some green beans in it, some string beans. So this thing is full of vegetables and seasonings to make our meatless ground taste good. And of course, we want to present it with a lot of colors too. Okay, so guys, while this is frying up, I forgot to make my tea this morning. Get a mitten because this is very hot. So this morning I'll be making Darjeeling tea, and this is a black tea which is good for everything. So this is my last Darjeeling that was left in the cupboard, so I decided to just use it and get rid of it. So to this I'm adding some hot water. Oops. I made a little spill with the hot water right here, guys, and I have to clean up. Alrighty, so of course, you know, guys, I'm always adding my creamer. So this morning I'm taking it from the refrigerator. I'm adding some Planet Oat sweet creamer. And I'm not adding much because I don't want it very sweet. So, we need a little tea in the morning. And I can't go without my tea. I make my tea at night before I go to bed. And of course, good morning, Judith. And of course, I have to start the morning with some kind of hot beverage. All right. So while my seasoning is cooking in this frying pan right here, I am now going to be adding my meatless ground. And for those of you who want to know what I'm using, it's Light Life Smart Ground. And I got this in ShopRite. I'm not sure if any other supermarket sells it, but you could check. So this is the Light Life Smart Ground. So it's meatless, and I'm sure it's going to be tasty. So I'm adding this to the seasoning in the pot that's already sauteed. Alright, so let's mash this up in the pot just like how we'll mash up with ground meat. And guys, this is looking good already. So you're just going to gently stir this in. So I'm breaking some of them up because some of them are in lumps. Alright. So guys, isn't this colorful? And let me turn down my fire because it's drying out a little. And let me add a little bit of the hot water. because it's drying out and we don't want it dry. All right. We want it nice and juicy. All right, so I'm gonna leave it and let it saute a little. And while it's doing that, I'm gonna add some seasoning. Good morning, Judith. Good morning, Carrie Ann. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All the way from where? Texas? So we have Texas in the house. We have Jamaica in the house. We have Brooklyn in the house. So guys, I'm adding some Dollar Tree seasoning. You know, I love this Dollar Tree seasoning because it's salt-free and it has a lot of herbs in it. Take a picture if you need to. Very good. I buy them in bunches. Alrighty, and then I'm adding some roasted garlic. I'm talking about seasoning, guys. As we speak, Oriana spices are being worked on as we speak. So I should have them available by the end of the month for purchase. Alright guys, so now I'm adding some paprika. So we're seasoning the pot as if it was meat. And then we're just going to gently stir. So guys, if you don't eat this, you could use your own ground meat, whether it's ground chicken, ground turkey, ground beef, and follow the recipe. Alrighty, so now I'm going to be adding a hot dog, a Smart Dog. It's meatless. I've had it before. It's delicious. And I'm just going to add just one. I'm not using two, just one. Just one will, you know, get the job done. The packet is kind of hard to open. Ooh. Oops. Alright. My dog is almost broken up, but it's okay. Alright, so guys, we are cutting up one Smart Dog. And if you're using meat, you could use Frank's. You could use your own hot dog. So I'm cutting up a Smart Dog in this. Ruff, ruff. All right, so let's stir this in. Turn my fire down. And then I'm going to be adding my minced garlic. I wanted the garlic to be potent in the mixture, so I didn't add it first. I'm adding it towards the end. Then I'm going to add some thyme leaves, not the stems. You know, Jamaicans, we put thyme in everything, but we want some thyme in this. And then I'm going to top it off just in case, you know, sometimes people's digestion system is different. So sometimes it's optional though. She said Texas in the house. Yes, Texas in the house. I'm just seeing your text. I'm going to grate a little piece of ginger. Just a little drop. Not a lot because we don't want to taste it. But just to flavor it a little, I'm adding a little piece of ginger. But this is optional. It's up to you if you want to add it. So we're stirring this up. So for those of you who are just joining the live, my name is Carlene, owner of Seely's Kitchen. And this morning, I intended, and I'll talk about it. And the last thing I'm going to add, guys, is some corn. Last thing I'm adding is some corn. So the corn, I'm going to top it off now. And this is not the canned corn, guys. This is frozen corn. This is frozen cooked corn. Alright, so this looks like a whole pot of meat. All right, guys. So let me give you the story now. So I boiled a Korean potato. So I split it in half, put it in the pot to boil, went to check on it, only to realize that it boiled itself out of the skin. It didn't love the skin it was in. So I'm like, what am I going to do now? Because my whole intention was to stuff this inside the potato, like scoop the inside out, mash it, put back a little bit of it, and then put this on top. That was the whole idea. So now that it boiled itself out the skin, I'm not throwing it away. What I did, I scooped out the potato, the sweet potato, and I mashed it with some garlic butter and light seasoning. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to place it on the skin and then still put this on top. Let's see how it comes out. Apparently the potato never loved the skin it was in, so it boiled itself out of it. So let me turn down this thing because we don't want to get it burned. All right, I think I should taste it, guys. Tastes very good. Very, very tasty. But I think it needs a little something. And I'm going to add a little sweet and sour sauce to this. Just a little. And a little bit of ketchup. Oh, I didn't open this here? No, I did. So to top it off, I added a little sweet and sour sauce. And I added a little ketchup. A little organic Heinz ketchup. So we get it nice and gooey and mushy. All right. It's ready to go. All right, guys. So my skin is here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to scoop the mashed potato on top of the skin. Because it's supposed to be a meal, right? Let me try something. Don't know if it will work, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try and see if I could put the skin up so it looks like it's actually packed in the potato. Well, it looked like it'll work so far. Wow. Look, guys, it's working. The magic is working. So I packed the mashed potato back in the skin. And it still looks like it didn't boil itself out of the skin. Wow. Love the skin you're in. All right. So guys, it worked. It's a good thing I didn't throw away the skin, get frustrated and throw away the skin. I saved it and I said I'm going to mash it and try to put it back in there. And it did work. It did indeed work. All right, great. You can't tell if it was boiled out of the skin. I saved it. All right. So what we're going to do, I'm going to be putting the meatless ground on top. Then I'll be adding some plant-based cheddar and mozzarella cheese. And this is by Better Goods. You could get this in Walmart. I bought it in Walmart. I have been drinking their milk and it's not bad at all. Yep. So this is plant-based as well, guys. All right. So let's scoop this meatless ground on top. Everything in here is meatless. The hot dog, the crumbles is what they call it. So I'm putting every little thing in. Make sure I get a few pieces of the carrots. Make sure I get a few pieces of the corn, the string bean. Okay, this looks good. This looks yummy. This looks nice and yummy. Whoa. Okay. So we're gonna add our cheese. Okay, great. Alrighty, so we're still not done yet. Let's clean up the edges of our plate. Ooh, why so much paper towel? Oh, come on. So our presentation matters. Oh, I'm gonna eat this. So let's clean up the edges of our plate, our platter. It's not a plate. And then we're gonna garnish the top with some scallions and some sweet pepper pieces. Oops, I messed up about the plate. All right, we could still clean up again. And then the final topping is some parsley. Yep. So guys, I present to you, it's falling off. I present to you this morning some stuffed potato. Yes. I don't know if I want to call it stuffed potato skin or stuffed sweet potato, but this is what it looks like. I thought it was going to spoil because the potato boiled itself out of the skin, but I recreated the recipe, crushed the potato, put it back in the skin, and then packed it with the meatless ground. So guys, this is what we're having for our break feast this morning in Seely's Kitchen. Carrie Ann said that looks so yummy. I can't wait to taste it. I tasted just the mixture in the pot alone, and it's good. So I know it's going to be good. Yes. So guys, this is meatless crumbles. So you don't have to eat meat if you don't want to. This is all meatless. This is what you call vegan. Even the very cheese on top is plant-based. You don't have to eat meat if you don't want to. So this morning, I'm catering for our vegans on the line because they complain a lot. Oh, you don't cook nothing woman can't eat. You don't do any recipes that I can follow. This is definitely something that you can follow. This is a great meal for the family, a good Friday night treat, a good lunch for work. It can just be anything, you know, it could be a dinner, it could be a lunch, even a brunch. Perfect. All right, so I am going to be tasting one of them for you. But to top it off, I think we should either have some wine with it, some Stone's ginger wine, or over here, where's my other wine? This is my favorite wine, guys. This is an elderberry Manischewitz wine. You could get it in just about any liquor store. It's very low in percentage in the volume of alcohol that's in it, not to make you drunk, but it's good for the heart. It's good for your immune system. Elderberry is you know, you guys know elderberry is good for your immune system. So you just want to put this over some ice, or if you want to, you know, water it down, it's up to you, but it's very, very, very delicious. And sometimes when my stomach hurts, you would never believe it, I just drink a little Stone's ginger wine and it settles my stomach. You know, you're eating something that burn your stomach, that give you heartburn. Stone ginger wine do it. Trust me. All right. So let me taste this. Let me get a clean fork. Let me get a clean fork. Can't wait to taste this. Whew. Mmm. Taste some with the cheese and everything on top. Mmm. Guys, this is absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. I mean, you should try this recipe. It's the Korean batata, the Korean sweet potato. Cut it in two, boil it. Or if you want to boil it and then cut it in two because you don't want what happened to me happen to you. And then scoop it out. Mash the potato with some garlic butter or any butter of your choice. Season it up a little. Buy some ground meat or crumbles or meatless ground if you don't eat meat. Fry it up the same way. Pack it. Put your cheese. Ooh, delicious. So before I go, guys, I have one good gift giveaway this morning. One great gift giveaway. So this is a pot and pan organizer. How many of you open your cupboard sometimes and the pot them on top of each other and you can't find this pot and that pot? If you see on the picture here, you could put your frying pan, your pot covers, even your big pots. It even has a space for that. Yes. So you open it up, you fit it under the bottom of your cupboard, and you organize your pots. So it's a pot and pan. It's a pot and pan organizer. So I'm giving this away this morning. I bought like 3 of them for myself. So I decided to give away one on my live. So question. Recently, that's why I'm telling you to watch everything what I'm posting now. And this has nothing to do with the kitchen or cooking or food or nothing. Recently, I went on a cruise, right? If you can tell me the name of the cruise, you win this pot and pan organizer. If you can tell me the name of the cruise line that I took, because I posted pictures. I posted a lot of pictures. If you can tell me the cruise line that I took recently to the Bahamas, you win this pot and pan organizer. Come on, guys. TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. I guess nobody was watching my posts. All right. The name of the cruise line, Yvette. The name of the cruise line. All right. It might be difficult for you because I don't think I posted a lot on Facebook, but I did post it on Instagram and WhatsApp status. Okay, so Norwegian cruise. No, it wasn't the Norwegian cruise. The name of the vessel. All right. I'm going to make it easier for you. I'm going to give you multiple choice. Tropics by the Sea. Tropical Paradise. Margaritaville Paradise at Sea. And Carnival Cruise. So I gave you about 4. Which one? Carnival Cruise, Margaritaville, Paradise on the Sea, Tropical Paradise. Which one? Tell me. I gave you choices. Good morning, Dwayne. Come on, guys. I gave you a multiple choice. Which one of those cruises I just came off of? And Dwayne Simpson, you're not playing because you know. No, it wasn't the Carnival cruise. Wrong. Come on, guys. Stephanie, where you there? Only Stephanie pay attention. Come on, guys. It wasn't the Carnival cruise. Banana boat. Whatever, Dwayne. Okay, so I'm giving you the choices again. It's tropical cruise. No, it wasn't the tropical cruise. Oh, Yvette is trying so hard. What's the other one I mentioned? One of the other twos. Okay, I'll give you a clue. The first part of the name of the vessel is a female name. The first part of the name of the vessel, no, it's a female name. All right, I'll give you clues. She was once the Prime Minister of England. No, it wasn't Caribbean. I told you all the names. It wasn't the Caribbean cruise. I think you have a resort with that same name in Jamaica too. Come on, guys. You don't want to win the pot organizer? Good morning, Lisa. Good morning. No, it wasn't Princess. It wasn't Princess. It's something another Ville. It's also the name of a drink. When you go to a bar, a club, they ask you sometimes, are you having a... Come on, I'm giving clues. It's something Ville. What's, for those of you who are just joining, what's the name of the cruise line that I just came off of 2 weeks ago? If you can tell me the name of the cruise line, you win this pot and pan organizer. Margaritaville. Okay, great. Miss Joycey got it. Miss Joycey got it. Miss Joycey gave the correct name. She said Margaritaville. Corinne, you typed too late. Miss Joycey typed on YouTube. So Miss Joycey won the pot and pan organizer. Ooh. So it's indeed the Margaritaville Paradise at Sea cruise that I just came off of. So Miss Joycey won the prize. Miss Joycey won the prize. So Miss Joycey, I'll try and get this to you. I have a lot of gifts here for you. So it's a pot and pan organizer for you. I know you will enjoy this, especially in Jamaica. You know, you want to organize your little thing. Yeah, perfect. All right. So guys, for those of you who are just joining this morning, this is what we made on our live. It's a stuffed sweet potato with meatless crumbles, vegan cheese, peppers, green onions on top, garnished also with some parsley. And it is indeed delicious. I tasted it 2 times already. I'll taste it the last time for you just to get you jealous. And then I'm going to run away and leave you on this live. Very delicious. So guys, if you like what we cooked in Seely's Kitchen today, I want you to like this live, share this live. And if you're not yet subscribed to any of our channels or following us on any of our platforms, you don't know what you're missing. You're missing all the good recipes. You're missing all the goody stuff. So please go try this recipe this week or today, because the ingredients are very cheap. It's not expensive. And I'm sure your family will love this. Something different. We get so used to the rice and peas and the regular Jamaican stuff or the Caribbean stuff. Sometimes you gotta shy away from your culture and try something new. And oh, Audrey said people don't know Margaret Thatcher from Dead Giveaway. That is so true, Audrey. You're so right about that. You're so right about that. I was trying to give them clues to get the answer to win the prize, but I gave them a multiple choice, and Miss Joyce, you won it, of course. So I'm gonna run away and leave you. And as Jamaicans would say, oh, guys, I have to give you a joke before I go about this. What good thing. So good morning, Elwood. Thank you for the 50 stars. Woo, she's always sending me stars. Let's give it up for Elwood with 50 stars. So I have to give you a joke about this what good thing. So I was in Florida, and of course, you know, I was at my daughter's house. So I tripped over something in the living room. I think it was one of Yana's toys. So my son started to laugh, and Brianna was laughing, of course. And my son came and pat me on the shoulder and said, you're always telling people to walk good when you leave your life. You need to walk good right now because you can't see. So they made a joke out of the whole walk good thing and say, oh, I'm getting old. I'm having knee problems or foot problems. That's why I'm tripping. So I can't walk good. So I must have come on the live and tell people to walk good. But anyway, guys, as Jamaicans would say, walk good. So I want all of you on this live to enjoy your weekend, walk good, try the recipe, like the video them, share the video them. And if you're not yet subscribed to Celie's Kitchen YouTube channel, I don't know what you're waiting on. Like, share, and subscribe. And of course, guys, visit Celie's Kitchen on Amazon. We have a lot of products on sale. Not only that, we also have our merch store on YouTube. Support us. Buy a t-shirt, buy an apron, buy a cup, buy a mitten. We even have kids clothing on it. Baby onesies, baby bibs. We have a lot of items to choose from. So please visit our merch store on YouTube and also Amazon Celie's Kitchen store, where you can purchase any kitchenware of your choice. And of course, at the end of the month, guys, we are coming out with Yana spices. Yes, I mean it a ton up. Yes, we're coming out with the fish spice, the all-purpose, the chicken spice, the parsley, the garlic powder. We're coming out with an array of seasoning at the end of the month. So guys, please support us. Of course, I'll be giving away sample bottles on the live. So please pay attention to everything I post, because you want to win a seasoning. You want to try it. All right? So take care of yourself. So she said, I gave half of the answer. Listen to me, the lady, Nadia, Sunshine Queen. Yes, half of the answer won't cut it. Miss Joycey gave the correct answer. It's indeed a Margaritaville cruise. That's the name I was looking for. I was only giving you clues for you to win the prize. And I even gave the answer. I gave multiple choice answers so you could choose the correct one. Anyway, Dwayne Simpson said, I said it in mind first. Okay. Listen, Mr. Simpson, have a nice day. So, Noel, you're joining me when I'm running. Go back and watch the live and take notes. Take care of yourself. Walk good. Bye-bye.